Hey everyone, welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network and channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be presenting to all of you episode 211, and the title of episode 211 is The Narcissist Wants You to Reach Out. So, what this video is particularly about is something that came up the other week when one of the N.A.R.C.N members was actually asking me some questions. When I was talking to them, and they were, bringing up the topic of, how come it is when you disengage with a narcissist or something and you don't talk to them for a period of time, they seem to just go and go and go and go, and, because, let's face it, normal people who have a disagreement or something with somebody else, if you want to rectify that disagreement, you have a dialogue about it, usually within a short-term scale of time. And this is the actions of normal people. Normal people usually don't want to keep themselves in a position where they are in upheaval for a long period of time. So people who are level-headed and stuff, if they get into a disagreement or an argument with somebody, they will try to rectify that disagreement or whatever that problem is as quickly as possible. Narcissists don't do that. When you piss them off, they disappear and they wait, and they sit on that, and they wait longer, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. Why are they doing that? Because they want you to reach out. They want you to do the reaching out. Because why? Because that puts them in the control position. If you have to reach out to them, they are now in control because you were the one who had to reach out and actually rectify the situation with them. The truth is that you may have actually already reached out to them early on after the disagreement or whatever to speak to them about whatever that was, and your text message or your phone call or whatever either went unanswered or went unresponded to. Commonly narcissists will look at a message you send them and they won't respond to you for days or a week or whatever. This is all part of their control state. Generally, for myself and for other people that I know, if somebody writes you up, you try to respond to them as promptly as you can. Often, if I can't respond to somebody right away because I'm busy doing something, it doesn't take me days to respond to them afterwards. I will try to respond to them immediately if I can afterwards, provided I've seen their message and it's come up. There are some instances where I may not respond to a person immediately. That may come only because of the factor that I may have not seen a message they have sent me, by phone or on a messaging application or something, because I'm not constantly on that messaging application all the time. But I will try to respond to someone right away if I am indeed on that application and I see that somebody has messaged me. Narcissists don't do this. Narcissists will look at that message and they will ignore the message that you sent for days, for a week, for longer. Why? Because they want you to pursue them in order to rectify this situation. Everything that has to do with that is all about control. This is a control gesture that they do. You can, they control the speed with which you can communicate with them. They control the accessibility to this often. Often you will see narcissists very commonly have their social media settings set so that they're invisible. They are indeed there, and you may be aware that they're there you may have a feeling that they're online or whatever, but you can't see them. But odds are most of the time they're actually there, because their source of attention that they get comes from a lot of communication with people. So very often they are indeed on whatever that application is that you're seeing them on, and they are indeed active and there, but to you they appear away. This is a common thing that narcissists do quite often. Again, When you're communicating with them after a disagreement or a disengagement or something of some nature, they usually want you to be reaching out. Again, this is all about control. It's just about control. The 99% of the narcissist makeup of the way their mind works is, how can I control that person to get them to do what I want? They want you to get them, they want to get you to do what they want. This is what the narcissist's whole focus is about in life mostly, is like, what can I get out of somebody? How can I get somebody to do what I want? So when they're not returning a message or returning a phone call, even if you've already attempted to contact them, they want you reaching out. They want you to attempt to reach out again, and you may reach out again to them, and they may ignore that secondary message or that secondary phone call until such a time that they decide that they're just going to, pop back in and have a discussion with you, or answer the message that you sent them. This is why narcissists do this. This is why narcissists do this behavior. It's a control action. It's a control for them to communicate with you when they desire to communicate with you, and only when they desire to communicate with you. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. And this is why they do those particular actions. And this is just something I wanted to talk about quickly, because somebody had brought this topic up on the N.A.R.C.N network like last week. So I figured I'd have a brief little discussion. So anyway, this has been episode 211. I'm going to say please stay tuned. I got lots of content coming up on the N.A.R.C.N channel and also on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you really soon.